I thought for some reason I had like 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and I had pasta, and I had like ambition, and I was like, I'm just gonna make and I had some Italian sausage. I'm like, I'm just gonna make some fucking pasta, man. I'm gonna do it up, and um, come to find out, I'm not a chef, and I really fucked it up. It was just salty, nasty, gross. Ugh.
Really?
I had to apologize to the kids. I'm like, I'm not a chef. I don't know. The other
I
day,
made spaghetti tonight with my own homemade sauce, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
All I did was just follow a recipe.
What kind of things did you have to make the sauce with?
Hamburger, tomatoes, tomato paste. What else did I put in it? Sugar, salt, pepper, basil.
I just buy ragu.
Yeah, but I didn't have that. You know,
I buy ragu, and I don't even buy the real ragu. It's like the off-brand.
No.
It's like RAGOO.
I buy like the Kroger brand, whatever it is, Ooh La La or whatever the.
Prego, I think that's Prego.
But we didn't have that. This is one of those meals. Like I was like, fuck, what? Because when you have 3 kids that are constantly hungry, it's like, what am I gonna make? I got garlic bread. I got these noodles. I got this tomatoes.
It sounds good in theory, buddy. You know what I mean? It sounds like you were actually going to make goulash, which is what my mom used to make. So
I don't know what to do. I should have looked up a recipe or something, but it was just too salty, and I was disappointed. I actually this is a speech I made to my kids the other day, because I put Luca in the corner. You know, he got in trouble for punching Quentin in the back, right? Like just straight punched him right in the back, and I saw it. I'm like, just stand in the corner, and he's like, well, why? Why do I have to stand in the corner? I'm like, listen, man, I'm not a judge. I'm not like a guy that is like, all right,
prove it.
who started it? Let's get down to brass tacks. Who, you know, whatever. I was like, just go stand in the corner, and I said, listen, you guys make it difficult. I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even very good at it. And honestly, I don't know how good of a person I am.
I'm not positive I wouldn't do the same thing.
I was just like, I had like a little breakdown. I was like, listen, I'm trying my best. What would you do? Like, let's say you're just a person that is in control of 3 lives that don't know what the hell they're doing, and then they start fighting. What do you do? I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
You threw it back on them? That's awesome.
I was like, you tell me what to do, because I don't know. I'm first time here. I don't know. First timer. It's impossible. It's impossible. So how you guys holding up in this?
What in the world in
general? The apocalypse.
I'm thriving, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a promotion and everything, huh?
Yeah. With all these people out of work, they actually see my star. They see my star shining, son.
Before they'd actually forgotten that he worked there, but you know.
That's right. They didn't even know I worked there.
So let's see the Yeezys. You know, you got Yeezys. Did you drop some money?
Funny that you should say that, Frank, because I did find a website that had some Yeezys. I'm thinking about buying them, black with red lettering.
Jesus Christ. Man, let me tell you, I'm going to bring up some Yeezys. We're going to take a little shopping trip here.
All right.
Because I don't know if you've actually seen them before.
The ones I was looking at were $329.
They are ugly as fuck.
Yeah, they're stupid looking, dude. But I was like, if I had a pair of those, people would know I was fucking in charge.
Yeah.
Because they're not cheap.
It's crazy.
It sounds like I have no idea what. There you go.
Yeah. Look at these ugly motherfuckers. Look at this.
There, on the left.
Look at this.
Look
at this one.
No. The ones I was looking at.
It looks like something you would sell to like poor people.
Scroll up.
Yeah.
Ones with the red lettering. That's the ones I was looking at.
This here?
No. They're black with red lettering.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
What's that?
Oh, that bad boy. Look at that one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not it. It's over here by the white one on the left-hand side.
This?
No, go down.
This?
There you go, right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a Star Wars shoe, man.
Yeah, look at that, huh?
Yeah. God, they think they're so ugly, all of them. All of them.
Wouldn't I be awesome rocking those guys?
No.
I don't like them.
No.
I don't like them.
No, I like that. Jake's like, no, I don't believe you would be awesome.
No. Fucking no. Like,
That's like those, like the Converse All Stars. Did you ever have a pair of those? Either of you?
I had the Adidas shell.
Oh, how were those? I always wanted a pair of those.
They lasted forever. They were my favorite shoe, actually.
did I had, because like, what's funny is, so like my brother is famous for collecting shoes.
Oh yeah,
Really?
he's famous for it.
Dude, like legit, this dude would have, like, most girlfriends would be like, oh my God, he has more shoes than me. So like after I think probably I was maybe 12, I just stopped trying to buy new shoes and I just took whatever was left over like from like one of his pair. And I was like, well, screw it, if he's not wearing them anymore, they're my new shoes now. All right.
Right.
I don't get that though. Like, I collect a lot of stuff: books, movies, records. You know what I mean? Video games, systems, and shit. These are all things that I can enjoy. Like when I put on a pair of shoes, it's a necessity. You know, it's not like something I put on. I think, God damn, look at that. Sweet.
No, it means if I'm putting shoes on, it means I gotta fucking go somewhere. Like,
exactly.
I'm more happy when I take my shoes off. Like,
right.
I don't really want to draw too much attention on my feet. I don't know. My shoes are kind of weird. I got weird ones. They're like just slip-on shoes that they kind of have the design of the carpet from The Shining a little bit. That's why I think they kind of resemble that. But I don't know. It's even weirder to collect fucking socks. Have you ever seen people get those weird socks going and stuff?
I work with a couple of people that have dress socks.
I love my decorative socks.
Yeah.
Well, it's like for certain people that have to wear like a legit uniform like me, I have to wear scrubs all the time.
Right.
There's no like, I have to wear black shoes, black pants, black scrub top. My socks are literally the only thing
that's how you show your identity, right? Like who you are, right?
I have like almost every single superhero like sock. Like I have Captain America, all the Avengers, a couple Marvel ones. That like I've collected over the years, just because it's like
because it's like that's like wearing a distinctive T-shirt like this, Bushwick, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, mean.
Did I say it like that? Nah, mean.
Like nah, mean?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to. I have a fun game to play, but I gotta wait on Dan to get in here. I don't know where he.
Oh, what's he doing? Well, while we're waiting, I got this box at a thrift store. I might try to mess around with it here. They said that bad things might happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds good. Does that transform? Does it shoot out?
No, it's. Way to run the joke, Frank.
Have you seen the ones that slide and the spikes come out?
Yeah, I couldn't afford that one.
Yeah, I'm sure they're very
like
expensive.
a Rubik's Cube, just a regular Rubik's Cube with that stuff painted on it.
All right.
It's cool, though,
Yeah, I like that.
I grabbed it to just make a joke with, and this is what I spend my time doing.
Yeah.
If I'm running into the bowels of hell at the hospital, you guys can sit at home and play with toys.
So what do you do at the hospital? What's your position?
I work in supply chain, so basically, like, we're in charge of like stocking, like all the equipment and the different things that like all the like nurses and doctors and stuff use. We have to like keep that stuff like stocked.
Right.
So
like syringes and shit.
Yeah, so like syringes, but then like with all this stuff going on, like like you hear people talking about the shortage of like PPE.
Yeah.
Essentially, we're the ones that have to get it in, make sure that we kind of become like the PPE drug dealers have been like, no, you know what? We can only get you this much. You got to wait. Like, so I mean, I'll put it this way: before we got yelled at about stupid stuff, now we get yelled at even more of like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, I don't know.
But,
Like, dude, they don't pay me enough to be in charge of any of this. Like,
right. But for like the hot nurses and hot doctors, though, you're like,
oh, dude, running down the hallway, like jumping over, like I'm in an '80s movie.
Yeah, right.
Like doing that weird like dive over the equipment, like somebody pushes the cart in front of you, and you do like the action dive over it.
Here's that saline solution you needed.
Yeah. No, you're diving to catch the bag.
I got
sliding
you plastic cover.
Sliding right in front of their feet to be like, I got it for you.
Yeah.
They're like, thanks.
So,
they're like, thanks. Way to get in my way.
What is the deal with people that are like shitty about people wearing masks now? Like, I've seen a lot of don't wear a mask. If you wear a mask, whatever. What the fuck is going on?
So, these are the group of people that, they're those I do what I want. So they're treating a mask as if they're giving up their guns. Like but first it's going to start off with they're making us wear a mask and protect people. Then they're going to make us take away our guns, and then they're gonna put a chip in our dicks so they know every time we jerk off, charges for it. And it's like I went into Aldi's today, and I honestly found a secret hero in all of this, and it's the kid that legitly has to wipe down the carts after every person. I was like, this guy, like, and he was just the happiest. Like, he's like, oh, you have a great day. I was like, I hope this guy is just like smoking weed behind the building in between shifts or something.
Dude, I had
this
a guy
deserves it.
I had a guy thank me for my service. Like I was a Marine.
Wow.
Dude, that happened to me at a Chiefs one time because I was in my scrubs, and this old lady, she's so nicely, she goes, I'd like to thank you for your service. And I just looked at her like, what the hell are you talking about? And then she points at the badge, and I looked at it, and I was like, honey, I'm just a supply kid. Like,
yeah, well, I'm just a liquor guy, so.
Put it this way. The liquor guy at the end of the day to hospital people right now, you are king.
Yeah, there are a few.
I train bill collectors.
Yeah.
What?
Nobody said thank you to me once.
Yeah. You need to stop working, and then we'll take the shit out of you. Like, you train them to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Times are rough. And then you train them that way, you become the hero. All right.
Yeah.
But until they call me to pay my credit card, I don't give a damn. You're not a hero yet.
Randy's like that evil wizard on Lord of the Rings, making trolls out of the clay over there.
I'll get them all. I'll get them all.
Yeah.
So,
Burn the forest.
Well,
Burn it all.
we just released your confessions of a bill collector.
Yeah, didn't you guys get to check it out? Did you like it?
I liked it a lot. How true is that stuff? A lot of that stuff.
A lot of those stories I took from other people and made as if the character of Randy was doing those things. But yes, every one of those stories were true.
Right.
But they happened to other people, except for one. The one where I was talking about standing outside and the boss came out and was like, and I said to him, we're all going to hell here.
Yeah.
Orgy thing. This guy literally said that to me. Like on a Monday morning at 9 a.m. And I just stared at him like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I gotta check in with Dan here to see how he's doing.
He got lost in the internet. That's actually totally know.
Did I ever tell you, Jake, about the first time I met Dan? Dan Fraley?
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
First time I ever met Dan Fraley, we were having a show. It was at a dog shelter. And we were about 4 hours before the show was to start. We were there setting up. And along comes Dan Fraley, whom I'd never met before. And he said, I'm here for the show, but he didn't really go into detail. Like that he was going to be a performer. Yeah. So I made him wait outside for 4 hours. Because I didn't know. I thought he was there to buy a ticket. I'm like, we're not selling tickets for like 4 hours. You're going to have to sit out here. And he sat out by cars in a parking lot for 4 hours.
That's the best way is that's 100% Dan to just be like, whatever.
Yeah, he didn't really like you. He could have said, no, I'm the talent. Didn't say any of that. Just went, oh, okay.
The best part is there's at least two people in that like time he was sitting out there were like, dude, has anybody texted Dan? Like, I don't know where this Dan kid is. Like,
right.
He's just sitting right there, never saying a word.
The first time,
Ray, you made him wait in the parking lot, and I was like, yeah.
That was our first event, right? Our first event.
Our first live event.
Yeah, because the first time, like we were waiting on Joe, like
Joe.
always. You're always waiting on Joe.
Shocker.
But then, this dude's just sitting out. Dan's just sitting out there. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he approached me first. Like he was asking me about where we go, and I was like, no, you got to wait out here because I thought he wanted to pick it.
Yeah.
You got to wait out here, boy.
I said, you coming in? He's like, well, yeah, I was supposed to get a spot or something. I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, I'm with Joe. And I was like, oh, well, I never heard anything about that, but you can have a spot, whatever. And that's, he was out there forever, man. He was
it was 4 hours, right?
Yeah,
it's okay. Lisa, the first time I showed up to a show, I originally was like, oh, you're gonna do 10 minutes. Then it became, you're gonna run the entire 2 hours of comedy.
Wow.
At the Kenton show.
So did you, Ray? Did you see the Hellfire Centers video that was out today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna play that right now. Share it with you guys. So let me see.
Here we go. Hellfire Centers.
Hellfire Centers.
You're listening to the Takeover.
The Takeover podcast.
Whoa!
Let's rebel and start. Fuck this world, let the flames go high. 'Cause nothing means a goddamn thing. Will you be there when
There he is.
they keep preaching until you're tired.
Audio kept messing up on my end.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's
it's so
that?
choppy as hell.
What'd you think?
The audio was pretty choppy.
Yeah. I think he sent me the video, so
It was great.
I thought, honestly, though, when the gray box popped up, I thought that was intentional. I thought that was just their way of being like, you know what, fuck this guy. That's why I started laughing of like, that's a great way to just like give somebody the finger that like when you put it in there originally,
You're no longer involved.
Especially with the girl like smiling right behind him.
Right.
I thought it was like legit, like their way of just giving that dude the finger. I was like, that's fantastic.
Hey.
Hey!
Yeah.
There he
He's
is.
alive.
So now that everybody's here, this is going to be a fun game.
Let's get the orgy. Oh, what?
So recently, we got the new sports podcast from Jake.
Right.
And came together pretty good. I think it's a good episode if you want to check it out on the podcast network. And I just did it myself. This is what we're going to talk about. Jake and I'm gonna do it a lot too, and I'm gonna be very conscious of it because I think that we all do it, and we need to be more conscious of it. We do a lot of uhs and ums and stuff. Jake went wild, but I think that
hog shit wild.
I think
because I didn't write down what I like had planned to say.
yeah.
Like I just wrote down like bullet points, and then and Dan can attest how bad I am when this happens. But I was born with a thing called chronic tics, which is like it's a nerve reaction. Sorry.
Whoa.
That was the dog's toy.
Shit.
So
I thought that was part of it.
no.
Yeah.
So when I get really nervous and my tics get really bad, it can do that. So like if you look, luckily he kind of faded it to black on that screen, so you can't tell as much. That my face is like legitly like damn near having a stroke. So half the ums are me trying to talk without blinking so much.
But the thing,
and I could see my own face, so I could tell that I was doing it.
Yeah,
Which just made it worse.
I think that a lot of it might have had to do with the setup we had because I didn't have my mic or my camera on, and he was just talking to me, and I was texting, so it was almost like a dark web kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know. So
trying to read the bottom while also talking,
yeah, but. Okay, so let me see how long that video release was. I'm not sure how long it ended up being.
20 minutes long.
Was it around 20 minutes?
It's exactly 20 minutes.
So in 20 minutes, how many ums and uhs do you think I cut out?
God.
Because I saved
42.
them all. I saved them all, and I put them all together. And I'm gonna play it. So we're gonna play a game who can get the closest without. I mean, I guess you can go over whatever. How many do you think it is, guys?
What I'm supposed to guess?
Yeah.
50.
Okay. All right, Dan.
I'm gonna say, I don't know, 35.
Jake, any idea?
42.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna share my screen here. We're gonna play this.
I hate all of you, just so you know.
I love you, Jake. I love you, Jake. I just thought, and I realized I do it a lot too. So I just wanted to like.
What?
There you go. And I'm
do it a
always,
lot.
like it's something that I'm always conscious of, and it doesn't really bother me when we do it. See, I just did it. But damn it, I'm caught in a spiral. Anyways, no, it's just something that when you're conscious of it, it'll drive you nuts. Let's see how many we have here. Oh wait, fuck. I think I need to share.
Oh.
Hang on. Gotta share the audio. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
And then because
I stopped counting now.
Wow. Right on that Quasimodo looking.
Like I was like I couldn't
Wow.
keep titling them. I put a lot of work into that. That's a lot of love.
I thought Randy was like shooting high when he said 50, but it
Yeah, I didn't think we'd hit 50.
Okay, you guys have to. Sorry, I'm completely changing the subject because this is honestly the funniest text message I've ever gotten from my mother.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
So she's talking about when my child throws fits.
Mhm.
Okay, when he has to leave like my house or my parents' house and go with his mother, he throws a fit. She said yesterday when he threw his fit, he called your dad a queer.
That'll happen.
There's a lot
What
going on
Say
there.
called your dad a queer.
Oh my God! She goes, where the hell would he have heard that word? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on who you're having them hang out with.
Oh, man, you can't
It
take any
had to have-
credit.
It had to have been one of those where it sounded like it, but I just love the fact that I think it'd be hilarious. He just looks at him and is like, queer?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, you queer.
Hey man, we were having collard greens the other day, right? Okay,
Yes.
we like them in our house. They're good.
Good.
And I said to Quentin, I was like, "Hey man, you want some of these collard greens?" And he goes, "Collard greens are for black people." And I was like, "Wow!"
And you can't say that. Like, you start looking around even though no one's there.
I was like, "Never say that ever."
Yeah, where did you hear that?
I was just talking, and I was like, "Whoa, no, he didn't say." He said colored greens are for colored people. I was like, "Oh,
That's like old timey racism too.
Yeah.
Like
What do you think hanging out with the-
that's the kind of stuff you said.
I've
hanging out
heard-
with the 1950s transient?
Yeah.
I have heard adult people use the term colored people recently."
Oh, I know. But it's usually older folks. I've always noticed like older people say it. I don't know anybody that says that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they think
fucking
they're being
wild.
polite too, which is really funny.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
like old timey polite racism. It's
Yeah.
That's where, like, when my like 81-year-old grandma says things, like they sound so innocent, but you're like, secretly, everybody else would get hit for that. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of people that think that you can't call black people black. Like you can't be like, "Hey, there's a black guy over."
I
It was a
was
black
told-
guy.
I was
Or
told by
whatever.
many of my black friends to just say black instead of African American.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
well, yeah, because like I had a kid that I went to college with in Columbus that was born in Ireland. His parents were born in Ireland, but he happens to be black. So people are like, "Oh, you're African American," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm fucking Irish." Like,
Okay, and then they export the one black guy to America.
yes, that's exactly what they did. They're like, "We can't keep explaining this. You got to go to college."
Wait, so was he black Irish?
Yeah. Which is really like, it's so funny to hear like the Irish accent come out of like,
That was,
yeah.
that's awesome. That was the funniest
it's
thing
like,
in the world.
top of the morning to you. Like, what the hell?
That would be amazing. I wish
Oh,
you
my
could film that guy walking.
Just
by.
imagine a guy saying top of the morning to you while wearing FUBU. Like,
That guy
it
should
completely
do
throws you off.
stand-up.
Like, what?
That guy should do stand up. Just
Absolutely.
to screw with people.
Right?
Absolutely.
Because they would not expect that.
Oh, God,
Get on
no.
stage, first thing you hear, you would not expect that.
Yeah, but see, then you're too busy. Like, you're not sure if you're allowed to laugh at the Irish jokes. You're not sure if you're allowed to laugh at the black jokes. You're just confused. You're like,
I
we don't know what we're allowed to laugh at now.
Straight
Our
up.
entire world's been a lie.
I will say this straight up. Everyone's allowed to laugh at the Irish jokes.
Yeah.
Just no one gives a shit. No one cares. I've never heard the Irish get offended at anything.
I'll laugh at all the jokes. I don't care.
Yeah. I've never heard an Irish group of any sort get offended. Oh, they're drunks, and they're like, yeah, probably. Like they don't care. They don't get offended. I've never heard anyone, even from
There's
Ireland.
a response like, oh, well, fuck you.
They're like, yeah, we're drinking. Yeah, we probably are. Moving on. Like they don't care.
That is true. Fuck.
I seriously think that my dog is actually like hearing Dan's voice and flipping his shit back here.
Well, that's they must have a nice friendship. That's nice.
They do. Him and Cash, like Cash loses his mind when Dan comes over.
And who's Cash then?
His
That would
dog.
be the dog.
That's
Okay.
the tiny elvish person that lives there. Cash.
The man in black.
Give this one.
Cash.
Cash. Say hi.
Oh boy.
Say hi.
There he is.
That's
He's not
nice.
hiding. What a dick.
Well, guys, it looks like we're going to run out of time. Anybody else? You got anything else you want to bring up?
I just wanted to read from George Carlin's words of wisdom. So he thinks how this has been dark times lately.
Sure.
This book is entitled Napalm and Silly Buddy. I've had it since high school, and I just wanted to flip open and just read a couple to you. Okay.
Okay.
George Carlin says, "All music is the blues, all of it. I've noticed my flex bill is too high." I don't know what that means. Yeah, my flax bill. Masturbation is not illegal, but if it were, people would probably take the law into their own hands.
Oh God.
Oh, these are great. These are all old, man. It's so great. Attention, certain women. Transporting children is not a license to drive slowly. See how times have changed, fellas?
Yeah.
You're right. You got kids in a car.
Kids.
Just when I discovered the meaning of life, it all changed. George Carlin. I was reading this the other day, and I was like, half of this shit doesn't even make sense anymore.
No.
Um,
At all.
Yeah. So, anyways, Jake, I'm sorry for
I'm
pointing
sorry I
out.
ruined that bit, Frank.
Sorry for messing with you, but
Oh, dude, I know I do it, so I didn't quite think it was
we
that
all
bad,
do
but
it. We all do it. I was
We all
doing
do
it, but when I was setting the whole bit up, but
I didn't think I did that. I
I
didn't
just
think
did
I
it there.
that many
Fuck.
times.
But anyways, listen to Something About Sports. Listen to Exploder. Randy's got 500 podcasts.
Or
Yeah,
You're
I don't want to get involved in them anymore at this point.
you're recording one soon, though, right?
Yeah,
WTF.
Tuesday at 8 o'clock, Frank. Remember, Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Uh,
I'll set it all up. I might have to be dealing with my kids a little bit, but
That's fine.
I
We just
will-
need you to record it. That's it.
Right.
We got everything mapped out. Everybody's on the same page. It's myself, our first female host. It's actually Jenny. This is her
Yeah.
podcast, Jenny Morrow. She's a friend of the show. She has been for a while. She's been a friend of the channel for a while. But she's running things. So she's the host, Jenny Morrow. So it's our
Right.
first female host. And myself and Jean-Paul Mantilla as co-host.
and what are you guys watching?
It's called
you
What
know?
the Fuck Did We Just Watch? We are watching V, the miniseries, V, the Final Battle, and the first episode and the final episode of V, the television series.
Okay, that should be interesting. I don't know if I've ever watched that.
I don't
great.
think I have either.
Heard about
Highly
it.
recommended, fellas.
But
But we're going to talk about why it got canceled, when it was on, how high the ratings were, that kind of stuff, and why it's so nostalgic now for us.
right, and we'll be doing Caddyshack on just deconstructing Bill Murray later this month,
Right?
and God, who knows what else? We got all kinds of stuff in the fire.
Dan, what are you up to?
And I'm working on stuff for not only the podcast, I'm working on stuff right now for the blog because the Exploder actually has its own little separate blog, free little WordPress site.
Right.
And I've been working some stuff for that. Going to put some stuff out there coming up in the next week. And I'm working on I like to do a little side videos. I'm working on a little side video that relates to wrestling and this coronavirus stuff right now. So I'm sort of connecting the two. So
Cool. Yeah, I
Nice.
was wondering if we were going to ever hear an update, about local wrestling stuff, because I keep seeing their page, what they're talking about.
There's nothing. I mean, that's the thing. Like right now, there's really nothing going on because nobody can do anything.
Right.
If you're WB, you can do an empty show. But if you're, anyone local,
Yeah.
Did anybody see that in Georgia and Florida? Now they're allowing those kind of events as long as it's only at 10% capacity or something like that.
something like that. I don't know.
I'll be curious if WWE or AEW don't fucking grab onto that and try to be the first one with an audience.
AEW probably won't. WWE will. Yeah. You know how many people they had to pay off to get that? Come on.
Right.
But no, other than that, I'm just what I'm doing. I'm just working on little side videos right now, and going to eventually record a full episode and try and get that out sometime soon. So
I love
this new one Exploders end.
I love the videos you do where you ask your wife who the wrestlers are.
Oh, dude, those are hilarious.
I think that those are my favorites, actually.
How just the fact that I've known Ashley for so many years, how many curse words do you have to cut out of each
None,
one?
actually. I mean, I don't really cut anything out. I don't cut anything out, but I mean, like, but she really like sticks to the thing, but she has no reference.
No.
So one of the answers she gave literally was Sparkly Pimp Man.
Yes.
I don't know.
I remember that.
I thought that was a name. I have no idea, but
it was kind of accurate, though, to be honest.
Yeah. She's not, and that's the funny thing is she's not wrong, but she's wrong. Like in the sense of like, that's a vague it's like the indie version of like if somebody tried to do like a WWE like an indie version of a WWE character.
Yeah.
Like the Mr. Pimp Man instead of the Godfather.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, we're going to run out of time. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for listening if you listen to this. ZTOTV.
It'll make you feel real. It'll make you want hope.
Okay, god damn it.
It'll make me sleep near. Try to creep in your dreams. Try to darken your sheets. To learn how you feel, baby. And apply what you teach. But your blue dress is gonna hit the floor tonight. Well, your blue dress is gonna hit the floor tonight. Well, I said, honey blossom, the young blue dress is gonna hit the floor tonight.